so much. Thank you for coming in the afternoon and the evening for our special presentation on the Proluxe hair care. For those of us in Australia, you know how excited we are, and of course New Zealand, to have this fabulous hair care product, even though it's missing the serum, but that is coming very soon. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing the basic presentation that Neora has given us. So this is something that you can share with people. And then I'll be inviting my special guest, Linda. I met Linda when I was visiting down in Queenstown 2 years ago, I think. And somebody said, hey, there's a gal that does Neora down there. And of course, anybody that's in Neora is my family. So we connected really well, and she's got a great salon, and I'll let her tell you more about that as she presents today. But she's had some great results with the Proluxe, and I wanted to invite her so she can tell us her secrets. So let me go ahead and share my screen and get the presentation going, and we will start from there. So Proluxe, it is time to love your hair again. Now, many of you that have been using, if you can mute yourself, if you're not already muted, that'd be great. For those of you that were around in November and were able to purchase the Proluxe before it became available, you know how excited we were to add this to our products because we are getting great results. Some of you even managed to keep the product going from November until now. I was not that good. I used about 2 bottles of the product. But for myself, I saw great results. The before and after pictures are mind-blowing. And I don't know much about hair care, but I love this hair care. So let's show you what Neora shares with us. So it is time to love your hair again, whether it's gray or thinning or curly or straight. The hair care is intuitive, which means that it's going to help all the different types of skincare. And it is professional grade, and maybe Linda would talk about that when she talks. Can you make sure that you're muted? Somebody's unmuted over there. It has groundbreaking ingredients that are very unique. It's intuitively sleek, it finds repair, and it improves the manageability and rejuvenates the hair looking appearance. And one thing that those of us that have used it for a while have noticed that it gets better and better as we go along. So it gives you more fullness or bounce, softness, and it really manages the color. I am a natural blonde, and I thought that I wasn't natural anymore, and I've been dyeing my hair for the last 30 years. And with the Proluxe system, in the summer, I became a total bleach blonde. It was amazing. And now I've got kind of the winter hair, but back in the summer, I'll be really blonde again. It does reduce the gray. Almost all the gray is gone around my temples, and we're seeing before and after pictures where graying. And even those people with that stubborn growth, they're seeing great results. It helps your scalp health and sebum production. Did you know that Head & Shoulders shampoo is the #1 selling shampoo in the whole world? They sell hundreds of bottles an hour. And it is a toxic, smelly, icky product, but it just dampens the dandruff. It doesn't really go to the core of the problem with the scalp, where Proluxe gets to the core and the bottom. One of my partners, she had had dandruff on and off for 30 years. No more dandruff since using Proluxe. It does reduce your drying and styling time, and maybe Linda can talk about why it does that. And it works for all types of hair, whether you're fine, thick, fluffy, thin, whichever kind you have, it'll work on you. Just like our skincare works on all skin types, our Proluxe works on all hair types. And of course, it's safe for the color-treated hair, and it even helps in lock-in color. So these are the important things to remember about it. #1, it's vegan. I like the fact that we don't test on animals. We don't, tie bunnies to anything and put shampoo in their eyes or torture them. And we don't use any animal byproducts whatsoever. No honey, no animal byproducts. It is dermatologically tested. We know that Neora always produces science grade, top of the line, and everything very tested and wonderful before we get it. It's free of all the toxic ingredients. I'll go ahead and post a 15 toxic ingredients that you want to look for in your shampoos, and I will do that. And it is, of course, non-GMO. which is important, and paraben and phthalate, silicone, and SLS and SLES. Those are the dangerous ingredients, and it's free of all of those. So it is a very clean product and a very safe, healthy, and effective. So in an independent study, we found that 88% of the participants had healthier feeling hair. That's what they said. They said that their hair was smoother, and we're seeing people with the kinky hair get that smooth feeling. Their hair is feeling softer, and 79% their hair feels rejuvenated. It really is a product that is anti-aging. Now, this was the hair textures. So they were looking at using other skincare, other hair care products. And with the Proluxe regime, they had 14% higher scores with their hair texture. And they're using the Proluxe regime versus using the rebalancing shampoo conditioner against other competing products had a 17% higher score. So we know that clinically it's showing great results. So these are some of the unique ingredients that are in this amazing product. Now, when you first get the product, Linda's going to give us some tips on how to do that. It is very, very concentrated, so you want to emulsify it. But these ingredients, the sea buckthorn oil and the baboa tree, actually the baboa is one of my favorite trees, those really big, thick trunks with huge African trees. Maybe it makes our hair nice and thick like that too. But it nourishes the hair for maintenance and manageability, and it really strengthens the hair, and it's for UV irritation repair. So when our hair is damaged with the sun, it helps that restore. It contains an amino acid blend, and amino acids are actually chains of proteins when combined give our hair that basic protein. So it interacts with the hair, and it moisturizes the hair, strengthens, it protects the color, and repairs. And of course, we've got the coconut oil, which gives it that ability to be vegan and really free of the toxic mineral oils. It is rich in lauric acid, and it goes right into the hair shaft. So it leaves that hair nice and strong, and it removes the sebum buildup on the hair follicles. So these are three of the top main uniquenesses. So we've got 4 products in our system. We've got the rebalancing shampoo. Again, it's for all hair types. So it is good. You want to make sure that you're cleaning the scalp. It strengthens the hair. It will also helps balance that sebum and moisturizes the scalp. That's probably one of the reasons why it's good for the dandruff. We have the rebalancing conditioner. It gives your hair that silky feeling. It's really good for fine hair. I know I've had people with fine hair afraid to use conditioners because it weighs it down. You don't have to worry that with this. It intuitively reinforces your moisture at your scalp, and it helps oily and dry scalps to get the right level of moisturization. And it does provide relief for that itchy scalp. Our hair mask is an intensive to use once a week. Sunday's my mask day. I put on my collagen mask and my hair mask, and I mask it up. I live in South Australia, so I don't have to wear another mask, except when I had my COVID test. But other than that, Sunday's my only mask day. So these penetrate deep into the hair fibers. It smells fantastic. I like to leave it on for a long time. It gives your more body to your hair. It includes, improves the hydration of your hair and your elasticity, so you don't get that breaking at the end of your hair. It gives you immediate results. You'll notice right after you rinse it off how fantastic your hair feels. It again improves color retention, helps the oily scalp and balance. And this is a natural alternative to keratin treatments. I posted an article on the dangers of keratin. It's really, and maybe Linda can speak more of it. You don't want to use these keratin treatments. They're pretty toxic. We took that out. Our final product is the serum, which they don't have it included here because it's on back order. It's not on back order because of the ordering issue. We're having raw material problems. but that is that magic ingredient that is really helping people grow their hair. So here's some beautiful examples of what happens after you use the hair to smooth the hair. And we're seeing more and more. Every day I see a really good example of the product on our customers. Oh, there's a scalp treatment. So this scalp treatment will be available probably by September, October. But you use it on the hair and you just kind of massage it in. So it helps to improve the circulation of the scalp. And then it really restores the smoothness and suppleness of your hair. It helps with the graying and it helps grow the hair. I listened to an excellent podcast, which for those of you that are interested, just let me know and I'll send it to you, on balding and why the drugs that they're giving are so dangerous for the balding men and balding women as well. So this is a fantastic, every time I see somebody with thin hair, I just want to grab them and say, I have something for you. So the scalp treatment has the IntelliGray, which helps with the graying hair. Again, we're seeing some great results. It's got turmeric, which turmeric is really one of the known antioxidants, but it also helps to create this secretome of turmeric, and it helps the hair appear thicker. It's got celery seed extract in it, so that helps with the scalp. And they've got a combination of what they call Pro Renew Plus, so it's got probiotics in it. So we know how important probiotics are for our mouths, our throats, our guts, our whole system. And now we have probiotics for our hair. Aren't we smart? We really are. Miura is the best, the best. So here's some of those graying pictures that I was talking about, the before and after photos. I didn't take any before photos, but I was quite gray around my temples, and that's all blended in now. Look at that thinning hair, how it's growing back. And we're seeing 90-day, 60-day and 90-day results that are absolutely amazing. So here we are with some growing hair. And for those of you that want to contact salons, and this is such, we could just sell it just from this. This product is so good to regrow hair. So, all right, so the pricing, this is the USA pricing. The pricing's a little bit different. I mean, it's comparable for your New Zealand and Australia pricing and Canada pricing. So love your hair, love your skin. Here in Australia, of course, we don't have the Choose and the Youth Factor yet, and the Proluxe. Bringing it from the United States, because I love these products. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing now, and hold on just a sec. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have Linda come on in. And so Linda, if you can come on in, and there we go.
Hi, thank you for joining us. My name's Linda, and I've been hairdressing for 25 odd years, and if it's any more, I'm just counting backwards. But I have worked with some of the top brands of hair care products over the years. I've worked on cruise ships, and I've worked at salons in the UK, as well as this is my 4th salon here in Queenstown, and I've worked with Aveda, I've worked with L'Oreal, Kerastase, Moroccan Oil, and Paul Mitchell are some of the better ones that I've used. And some of those ones you have to do special training, and you have to be invited to stock their products. But so I've used all sorts. Back in 2016, why I'm interested in this product more than anything in the world is because back in 2016 I had what they call a TIA, which is a form of a mini stroke, and part of what happened was that my hair fell out. I had alopecia behind my ears on both sides, about the size of a tomato, and it was quite obvious that I was going to have to wear a wig. My texture of my hair previous to this was medium to thick, so to go from that to totally bald patches, a hairdresser, that it just doesn't happen. So I wore a wig for 14 odd months until my hair did come semi-righted. It still was extremely fine. I used 4 different products over those months. One was Nioxin, and that's an American product, and I've been selling Nioxin for many years. But, you know, to actually use it myself, I didn't personally like it because the treatment part of it was a wee bit sticky. It just didn't feel right. So after that, I tried the L'Oreal Kerastase brand, and then I tried Regain, and then I went to a dermatologist. And apart from what she recommended, which I tried, the next one was having hair inserted into my scalp, which I was not prepared to do. So you can imagine back in 2018, when I heard about this new hair care, anti-aging hair care product coming on the market with state-of-the-art ingredients, I was excited. When they told us that it was going to reduce the grey hairs and make your hair thicker, I thought, well, I'm going to try it no matter what. And so I made sure that so I had already joined the company before it arrived in New Zealand, because when I had the TIA, my neurologist told me about EHT, the brain supplement. So I've been on that since 2016. He was at a conference in New York when it was first introduced to neurologists. And anyway, what I did was, so I got the product back in November last year, and I trialed it on my clients. So previous to getting it, I knew it was coming. I put an ad in the local paper for anybody who would like to trial this product. They get a free blow dry, okay? So I chose a lot of my own clients as well as other individuals. And in 2 days, we had 44 clients in for a trial. I wanted their opinion. Should I stop this product? So that's all I asked. I wanted their opinion. So, you know, some of them noticed a difference the first day, some of them got back to us the next day. You know what I mean? We all followed up on every one of them. And out of that, we had 38 new customers using the Proluxe, okay? And so, of course, I was going to stock it. So some of my clients had really fine limp hair, and they were still having body waves in their hair. They were using mousse, they were using root lifter, they were using lots of products. Once we use the Proluxe on their hair, they don't have to use all those products. And as a salon owner, you would think, oh my God, that's terrible. But it's not. It's a win-win. Once you've got your clients' confidence that you're selling them a product, and you know, no other hair product I have ever heard of, let alone stock, gives 30-day money-back guarantee. So they were all trying it. So what they did was, or what I did was, for everybody that ordered, I ordered another pack so that if they ran out, they could use it. Some of my other clients had colour in their hair, and what they have noticed is that I've noticed is their colour is lasting longer. So instead of coming in every month to 6 weeks, their colour's lasting longer. Fashion colours are not fading. If they've got white grey hair, it stays a beautiful white colour. It's shine, it's amazing. It's, you know, so those clients are referring clients to me or to us. So, you know, even though we're not selling as much in the styling products, we're winning them over in new clients, because clients are coming in and they're asking for the colour that I use. They want their hair that colour like another client. And I'm saying, you know, it's nothing to do with the colour I'm using. It's the Proluxe that's doing it. It's locking in the colour. Another client who came in has got extensions in her hair, and normally they slip, and we have to refit them, fasten them in about every 6 weeks. Since she's been using Proluxe, we don't have to do that. And in fact, her hair is growing because it's very fine and she doesn't have them anymore. For chemically straightening hair, a lot of my clients, again, if they have got Negro textured curls, yes, Kira, the Proluxe is fantastic. The whole system is good for them. But if they have just got frizzy, wavy hair, they're not having keratin complex straightening, permanent straightening, which has got chemicals in it that are so bad. It was taken off the market in Australia and New Zealand for about 6 to 9 months, 3-4 years ago, because of the chemicals that were in it. It has improved, but it's still bad, so bad that we were wearing masks and the client was wearing a mask when we were doing it. So we still do it, but not as many as what we used to, and I'm not disappointed about that. So as I say, my clients were delighted. I restocked enough products, enough Proluxe, that they didn't have to worry about running out, because I didn't know how long it was going to run out. Some of them are still on their first bottle, because like me, previously I was shampooing my hair every day. It's a bad habit and I know it, but it's just habit. You get up, your hair's sticking out or flat, and you just wash it. I don't do that now. In fact, so much so that I normally wash my hair every 5 days or sometimes 7 days, and I'm beginning to have to write on my calendar which days I wash it, because basically I used to put styling products in my hair. I used to put a finishing product to make it sit up. I don't need anything. So that's why you don't have to wash your hair so often, because we're not putting all the pollutants in our hair. For clients with dry scalp, like Liz was saying, you know, with the anti-dandruff shampoos, this is getting results. This is amazing for dry scalp. It is amazing for all hair types. There is not one type of hair that I wouldn't recommend it. So let me see, what else have I got to say? So for approaching a hair salon, this is how I do it. And Liz has got a photo of how I've got the salon that we'll show you later. In my previous salon, I had a television with constant slide photos of clients. I'm in a different salon now, so I've just got an iPad. So clients see this and they ask about it. So, you know, for example, today I had a lady in with really thick, long hair. It took forever. I had sore arms, and I said to her, how do you ever manage? And she said, well, she goes to the hair salon twice a week. I said, well, have I got something for you? So basically she walked out with a box of this, you know what I mean? Because her husband's got receding hair and she's got such thick hair. It's also grey, but it's going to calm it down. The drying time when you're blow drying your hair is not cut in half, but it's cut in about a third. So I can fit more people in my day, okay? So I have approached many salons about stocking this because, you know, I'm getting their clients, you know, which I'm delighted that I'm getting extra clients. I also don't have to outlay that sort of money in my shelves. My money's better off in the bank. And this is the beauty of Proluxe, is that we don't have to have a lot of stock. So how I approach hair salons is I ring them up and make an appointment. I tell, you know, I either say, can I take you out for coffee? You know, this is 4 or 5 days in advance, or, you know, can I have an appointment? And I normally try for the first appointment of the day. And I make it really short and sweet. I've either, you know, when I ring them, I tell them what this product is all about and what it does. And I send them a short video just to pique their interest. And I tell them all the benefits of it. And, you know, my success rate with salons is pretty good because, as I say, if they don't take it on, their clients are going to hear about it, because in not too long a future, I'm hoping we've got some magazines with Proluxe in it, like we have some of the other products. And you know, for a salon, basically for me, I get my stylists have come on board, and they are my BPs, some of my BPs, and they get the commission. I also get the volume, so it's a fair thing, but it's a commission that they otherwise wouldn't get because they aren't as attached to some of the other styling products like they are with Proluxe. So for your staff, it is a win-win. I also have VIP nights where I get my clients, whether they use the product or not, I get my clients along, and we might have a demo on how to do long hair up or something like that, and it's wine and cheese and all that sort of thing. And again, I've got my iPad going through, so some of these clients, you know, they might come in once every 2 months or whatever, and that is fantastic. I also do promotions. I do monthly promotions of where I have, with all cut and colours, free eye patches, and they have the choice to have the eye patch on while their colour's processing, or they take it home with them. And there's so many of the products in this range that we can give for free, sort of thing, samples and all that sort of thing. We haven't got the hair samples yet, but if I have to get them from the States, I will, but surely we will have them very soon. And as I say, our clients are going to hear about Proluxe, that for a salon owner, it's silly if they don't take it on, because their clients are going to find it, because the referrals that I'm getting are amazing. So I think that's all, but as I say, we're just so lucky that we know about it, and it's got the science behind it. And no other products that I use, even some of the good ones, you know, they still have dusting in their products. They have a detergent base with it. They're not clean formulas like this. So yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions if anyone has got anything. And I also have just got a wee list of, you know, as a business partner, if they got into the company, just for an example, with $50 pack and 3 of the Proluxe as an investment, within a month, they can double their money, double their investment. So, you know, this is quite happy that, you know, this is quite interesting. It's just figures on New Zealand prices of how you can either do it that way or you can put your own markup. But the benefits as a salon through joining are, there's just so many benefits and giveaways with it that it's wonderful.
Maybe you could send that over to me and I'll convert it to Australian dollars. And then we can have one for Australia and New Zealand. I wanted to ask you a question, and you can either put your questions in the chat box and I'll ask them, or just raise your hand and I'll answer. But don't you think when you said that woman with long hair was hard, I've met so many stylists that they're worn out. Being a stylist for a long time, you don't get residual income, and it's hard work. Especially as you grow older with your arms, and building a residual income with your salon is such a great concept. And I think sharing that with people, they may have to have a mind shift, but a great mind shift, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions, just put your hand up. Okay, Susanna, I'll unmute you. Oh, where are you? There you go. There you go.
Hi. I'm wondering how you go about as a salon owner, when a customer decides they want to get the product, they want to invest in the product and start using it. Do you sign them up as a preferred customer in your business? Perhaps have a pack on the shelf that you give them and then get the new one sent to you. Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what I do. So with my business, with my salon, Proluxe and any of the Neora products are part of my stock. So it's totally tax deductible for me. And I prefer to put their credit card, and they fill in the application form and all that sort of thing. But some of them don't like that. So they pay with their hairstyle through the business, and on it I put Proluxe or whatever they're buying. And they are a customer just like everybody else. What I do is while they're here, I often show them the 8-minute video of Amber explaining the system. You know, so I have earplugs, you know what I mean, earphones, so they can be listening to that while I'm blow drying their hair. And once they've started, I follow up on them. I look after their account. They do not have another order next month because, as we know, the products last forever. But they go away with this book, which has got all the products on it, right? So often when I'm ringing up, oh my goodness, you didn't tell me that they have skincare or whatever. And if they don't want to buy, no big deal. I just put them on delay for another month or two. It depends if the whole family's using it, well, they're going to go through it much quicker. But as I say, I prefer to use their credit card as opposed to mine, but it's no big deal. You know what I mean? It's no big deal. Yeah. Yeah. Because a lot of people are a wee bit skeptical, but the fact is, the way I do it, they get their product to walk away with. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Suzanne, Karina has a question. So do all of our products help with gray hair or just the treatment? I think it's all of the whole products, but.
Yes, it is. So I'm noticing already on my clients that I do have a picture, but it's of Lizzie. Do you know Lizzie? Liz, I'm sure you do. And, you know, what my clients are doing is they're going grey, so, some of them. So, you know what I mean? They're what's the word for it? So as their hair is growing, their natural colour is coming through. And what's happening is there is no demarcation line. So from when they last had a colour, now a lot of them are still having colours, but 1 or 2 are growing their hair out now. And you know what? It's blending in perfectly. You can hardly see the difference. So
that's my experience.
Yeah.
It really blends well. I don't have that gray anymore. It all blends in really well. And I don't color my hair anymore.
But for best result, you would use the 3 or 4 products. The success rate, I think it was with just the shampoo and conditioner, was 66, and with the 4 products or 3 or 4 was 88. But yeah, for fine hair, I would not, myself personally, I will always use the 4. Depends on your texture of your hair. Yep.
Okay. What would you recommend for balding men? So, you know, men oftentimes will just wash their hair with soap.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, what I say to them is the shampoo and the conditioner. Now, the conditioner, if you've got no hair, you're only going to use about as much as your fingernail. You know what I mean? Very little. And it's for mid-lengths and ends. Then the next time they shampoo their hair, I tell them to go to bed with this mask on, because no guy wants something in their hair for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. All my fine-headed clients, I say, put it on the night before. Even if you wash it in the morning and you've already put this on, that's okay. But, you know, as I say, 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes at night. Okay, so they might put this in their hair at 9 o'clock at night. It's dry. You don't have to put damp. You don't have to dampen your hair. Just massage it into your scalp, comb it through, let it dry, rinse it off the next day. And I tell everybody that for the treatment that you put this by your toothbrush, and when you clean your teeth, you put this on in the morning and night. Yeah.
We just don't want to mix it up. But other than that, it's
yeah.
I just put like a little bit of the serum around here, and then I got one of those little round combs, and I just brush it all the way through. And you don't use very much that way.
Yeah, less is best. Even with the shampoo, I tell people, depending on their hair length or thickness, about as much as your fingernail, and you just massage it into your scalp. If it's not going to lather up like we're used to, but believe me, you get used to it. You add more water. You add just a wee bit more water, emulsify it, and it soon lathers up. The second shampoo is always better than the first with any shampoo.
I was doing too much shampoo and not doing two, and now I've switched to that little bit, emulsifying it, washing, rinsing, then doing one more wash, it lathers up, and then rinsing really well to get it all off. And that seems to be doing really well. So somebody gave me that tip. I'm learning. Also, we have another quiz. Oh, so Karina said, I have super thick hair, and I found the conditioner, my hair felt really knotty. And I have super thick hair, and I found the conditioner, my hair still felt knotty. Is that normal? Okay.
Again, the conditioner should not go to your scalp. And what I do and what I tell my clients to do is to apply it and then have a comb in the shower and comb it through, starting at the bottom and working your way up with the comb. Yeah, you know, it shouldn't make your hair knotty, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not using enough, not sure. But definitely the treatment or the mask for knots is brilliant. The amount of children I have in with that baby fine knotty, can't get a comb through it. Oh my God. For curly hair, the curls are brilliant now.
It is really important to cleanse twice, isn't it? Because you're getting a lot better results in that second shampoo.
Yes. Yeah. As I say, the first one doesn't lather up as much, but again, for some of my clients with like men with not much hair, I just say once. But you know, they're washing their hair more often, but it depends how often. You know, I must admit, when I even wash my hair once a week, I now and again do it twice, but sometimes it's once. One shampoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question that I'm going to ask you about marketing. So I want to approach some salons. I don't know these salon owners, but I want to have them have the benefit of this product in their hands before somebody else does. So what is the best approach to approaching a salon that I've never met before and that I want to share the product with?
So what I do is I ring them up and I find the owner or the manager of the salon, and I tell them just briefly about this new state-of-the-art hair care system that has got ingredients in it, like I do mention coconut oil, I do mention that it's paraben free and it's not tested on animals and it's botanical and all that sort of thing. And then I make an appointment. That is so important as opposed to just arriving. And sometimes I take them out for coffee to get them completely out of the environment. I'm quick. I only take about 5-10 minutes. It doesn't always happen the first time, but I'm just piquing their interest. And I'm just then sending them a few videos. So the first one is the launch video. And then it's the 8-minute one of Amber. And the thing is, there is a lot of people in Australia and New Zealand, and there's a lot of salons that they're going to find out eventually. But, you know, I do it quite slowly. You know, some of my salon owners have taken, you know, more like 4 approaches to come on board. And then I might send out the business side of it, of how it works for me. And you know, I do the list of benefits for all hair types. They sort of think that the markup and the is not as great as some of the hairdressing products, but I'm sort of saying to them that you've got the client's confidence. You're not selling them products they don't need, because these products have got everything in it. I have written a list of 14 benefits in these products, 14 other products that you don't need. You know, for example, it's got a heat protector, it's got UV blockout, it's got a dry shampoo in it. You know what I mean? So where people would use the dry shampoo on day 3 or 4, you don't need it. It's got it, and that's why I can still lock in my my volume and things like that. And it still feels clean on day 6 or 7, which has never been my case. You know, we sometimes think that washing your hair every day is good for your hair, but it's actually not. Yeah,
you're not the first person that I've heard that from, that they're able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're, none of us are from, I'm not in the industry. Many of us aren't from the industry, but I think that if we can use your fine example, Linda, and we so appreciate it. I don't know, do you know Laura Knox, Linda?
Is she from Hawaii?
No, she's in California, but her story is amazing. And for those of you that don't know Laura, she's been in Neora as long as I have, and she was a hardworking salon owner, had a small salon. And there was a gentleman by the name of Mark Remus. And Mark was an older gentleman who was a carpet cleaner. And he was getting exhausted being on his hands and knees and said, I don't want to live like this. And so he was introduced to Nerium back then. And all we had was the night cream. And he was so chicken. He said, I'm so afraid to talk to anybody, but his drive to get off his knees and off the floor was bigger than his fear. And he just went into the salon, knocked on her salon and handed her the magazine and said, you know, we have a new product that's in town. Maybe you'd like to read that. And she read that. She had 3 of her friends read that. Mark is a multi-million-dollar earner with Neora. He lives in Florida. He's never been back on his knees to clean a carpet. And it was because he was brave enough to go in there, share a magazine, and she was open enough. And she has been an I think a $4 million earner as a stylist. So these stories are absolutely possible. And New Zealand and Australia are so untapped as far as this product. Well, as far as Neora all around. So be brave, everybody. Get your package together. You know, I know it's hard with COVID and some of you are in lockdown, some of you aren't in lockdown, but I think this, if you can contact, if you're locked down, just think of all those people in Melbourne, the hairstylists. They're losing money every day, right? They're not able to do their hairstyling, and they can contact every one of their customers, get them the product 100% guaranteed. They can work totally without connecting with them personally, and they can build a really nice side business while they're out of business. So I think this is a perfect time to approach people. You know, our Neora enthusiasm and love and caring is something that we all need. And certainly the income and growing a residual business as well also. So for those of you that don't know, we have a regional in America. It's really late at night. I think it's gonna be about 12:30 my time, but we have got that. She's actually in my downline, Mary Rivera in Mexico, which had very, you know, they're very impoverished. And she's a gold NMD now. And she drove that in 6 months because her desire and her commitment. So if you can attend, and I'm sure they'll have a repeat, but for those that are late night owls, I want to listen to Mary Rivera. And she'll be then on our Sunday. She'll be happening on our Sunday. So Linda, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. I can't wait to go to Queenstown again and visit you in person as soon as you open the doors again to New Zealand. So thank you everybody for attending. And Linda, if you can send that to me, I'll convert that to Australian and American prices if you don't mind.
Perfect.
Yeah, because all of your success, everybody that's on here, we're all one team, because the more successful you are, the more people hear about it, the more successful we all are. So we embrace one another, embrace each other in success, and share. So thank you. I'll put this in a YouTube so you can share with other people. And Linda, Robin asked if you could send that list of 18 benefits that you wrote down, right?
Yeah, 14. Yep, I will.
14.
Yeah,
I'll add that you'll be a happy person on the end of it.
I'll easily find 18. Yep.
Easily. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll have a great weekend. And I'll look forward to maybe seeing you on the regional this weekend. And ta-ta for now. And we'll see you again, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Liz. Bye, everybody.
Bye.